Chosen one, this message is not reaching you by accident, and you need to hear that with your spirit before your mind tries to reduce it to coincidence. You did not come across these words randomly. You were not pulled into this moment for no reason. There is movement happening behind the scenes of your life right now, and heaven is making it clear that a hidden supporter is already being positioned closer than you realize. But hear this warning carefully. This help is connected to your response. This help is connected to your timing. This help is connected to whether you move when you are being told to move. Because if you act now, help arrives faster, and if you delay, you will slow down what is already trying to locate you. Chosen one, there are seasons where everything feels like resistance. Seasons where you pray and nothing seems to shift. Seasons where doors stay quiet, answers feel distant, and support appears absent. In those seasons, many people assume they have been abandoned. Many people assume heaven has gone silent. Many people assume nobody sees the weight they are carrying. But what you need to understand right now is that silence does not mean inactivity. Delay does not mean denial. Hidden does not mean absent. There are people God can use who are not visible yet. There are hands being prepared that you have not shaken yet. There are conversations happening that do not include your name openly, but are still moving in your direction. There is a supporter you cannot fully identify yet, because this person was never meant to be found through your panic. They were meant to appear through your obedience.
That is why this message is urgent. This is not the time to become passive. This is not the time to sit on the instruction you have already been given. This is not the time to keep saying you will move later, think later, answer later, post later, apply later, speak later, decide later, or obey later. Chosen one, later has been stealing from too many of you. Later has delayed open doors. Later has delayed connections. Later has delayed provision. Later has delayed the arrival of people who were assigned to help you, because some forms of support do not arrive at the beginning of obedience. They arrive in response to it. The movement comes after your movement. The release comes after your response. The confirmation comes after your step. Some of you have been praying for help, but you have also been hesitating at the very point where action was required. You asked for support, but you did not send the message. You asked for breakthrough, but you did not finish the work. You asked for acceleration, but you did not make the decision. You asked for favor, but you kept delaying the thing God already placed in your hands. And heaven is saying this very clearly today. Your hidden supporter is not a replacement for your obedience. Your hidden supporter is connected to it. This person is not coming to rescue laziness, fear, or delay. They are coming into alignment with movement. They are stepping in where they see commitment. They are stepping in where they see courage. They are stepping in where they see that you are finally serious about what you have been carrying. Chosen one, that is why you must stop assuming help will only come after everything becomes easy. Many times, help comes because someone sees that you kept moving while it was still difficult. Someone notices that you did not quit. Someone senses that you have been carrying something real. Someone recognizes integrity, effort, sincerity, pressure, and quiet endurance. And once that recognition happens, they step in. Not because you begged the right way, not because you forced the outcome, but because your movement created visibility. Your obedience created alignment. Your action made room for the right person to notice what had been hidden for too long. Hear this carefully. Not all support announces itself early. Not all help comes from the people you expected. Not all provision arrives through the doors you kept staring at. Sometimes the person who will help you most
is the person you have not considered. Sometimes the supporter is hidden because your focus has been in the wrong place. Sometimes you kept looking for loud supporters and missed the quiet one. Sometimes you kept waiting for public validation and overlooked private favor. Sometimes you expected a crowd, but heaven assigned one person. One person with the right access. One person with the right reach. One person with the right resources. One person with the right influence. One person who can move things faster than 10 noisy people who never intended to help you at all.
Chosen one, if this word is reaching you, do not brush it aside. Pay attention to what you have been postponing. Pay attention to the thing you know you should have acted on already. Pay attention to the instruction that keeps returning to your spirit. Because the hidden supporter is not just connected to your need, they are connected to your response. The signal goes out more clearly when you move. The path becomes easier to find when you obey. The assistance reaches you faster when you stop treating urgency like suggestion. This is why the enemy has been trying to keep you frozen. This is why distraction has been so strong. This is why hesitation has been whispering in your ear. Because hesitation does not just delay you, it delays the arrival of what was already trying to come toward you. And let this settle deeply in your spirit. The hidden supporter is real, but so is the window of movement. There are moments when timing matters. There are moments when acting now creates momentum that cannot be reproduced later in the same way. There are moments when one email, one post, one decision, one application, one conversation, one act of courage, one finished draft, one public step, one private yes can change the speed of everything that follows. This is one of those moments, and heaven is saying, do not miss it by waiting for another sign when this message is already the sign. Chosen one. One of the greatest mistakes people make in a season like this is assuming that hidden support will arrive without requiring any visible faith from them. They want assistance before movement. They want confirmation before obedience. They want the door opened before they even reach for the handle. But that is not how many divine shifts happen. Many times, the supporter remains hidden until your action proves that you are ready for what you have been asking for. Many times, help stays in the background until your courage gives it a place to land. That is why this message is not just comfort. It is instruction. It is a call to stop waiting in the place where God already told you to move. You need to understand something very clearly, chosen one. Hidden supporters are often assigned to momentum, not passivity. They are drawn to evidence that you are serious. They are drawn to signs that you are committed. They are drawn to the kind of effort that keeps moving even when recognition has not arrived yet. There is something powerful about a person who continues building, continues praying, continues preparing, continues showing up, and continues obeying even when visible help has not appeared. That kind of movement sends a signal. It tells heaven that you are not just interested in change, you are aligned with it. It tells the right people that what you carry is not fantasy, not laziness, not empty talk, but something real enough to support. Some of you have been misreading this season because you thought the absence of obvious support meant you were supposed to stop. You thought the silence meant no one was coming. You thought the delay meant the assignment had expired. But chosen one, hidden is not the same as cancelled. Quiet is not the same as dead. Unseen is not the same as unavailable. There are things moving for you that have not been introduced yet. There are people becoming aware of what you carry in ways you do not yet understand. There are conversations, decisions, openings, and nudges happening outside your line of sight, and still the instruction remains the same. Move now.
Because what if the supporter is waiting to see whether you will finish what you started? What if the supporter is watching to see whether you will remain consistent? What if the supporter is closer than you think, but your action is the trigger point? What if one decision from you releases a chain of events that speeds up everything? Many people do not realize how often help is connected to demonstration. When someone sees courage, they are moved. When someone sees discipline, they pay attention. When someone sees a person refusing to quit, even under pressure, something in them begins to respond. The hidden supporter is not always looking for perfection. Often they are looking for proof of seriousness.
Chosen one, that is why this is not the hour to shrink back into overthinking. Overthinking has delayed enough. Hesitation has delayed enough. Fear has delayed enough. Waiting for the perfect emotional feeling has delayed enough. If God already made the next step clear, then the next step does not need to be debated for 3 more weeks. If the instruction has already returned to you again and again, then that repetition is not random. It is mercy. It is heaven trying to move you before another cycle of delay steals from your momentum. Some of you have been calling it carefulness, but it has really been postponement. Some of you have been calling it discernment, but it has really been fear of being seen, fear of failing, fear of moving without full guarantees. And heaven is saying that in this moment, obedience matters more than complete emotional comfort.
Let me say this plainly.
The hidden supporter is not always sent to carry you from the beginning. Sometimes they are sent to strengthen what you were already supposed to start. Sometimes they are sent to accelerate what you finally stopped delaying. Sometimes they are sent to confirm that your movement was correct. But if you keep refusing to move, you may keep waiting for help that was designed to meet you on the road instead of at the place of hesitation. There are blessings that locate motion more quickly than they locate fear. There are doors that respond to knocking, not wondering. There are people who step in after they see initiative, not before it. This is why the enemy has worked so hard to drain your confidence. Because if you doubt yourself long enough, you delay yourself. And if you delay yourself long enough, you misread the timing. And if you misread the timing, you begin telling yourself that nothing is happening, when in reality, you are the one still standing still at the point where movement was required. Chosen one, do not let your own hesitation become the wall you keep blaming on others. Do not let fear of imperfection slow down what God is trying to speed up through your obedience. The supporter is hidden, yes, but the instruction is not hidden. The next step is not hidden. The urgency is not hidden. This message is making it plain. So ask yourself, honestly, what have you been postponing that you already know you should have done? What response have you delayed? What conversation have you postponed? What application, draft, project, offer, message, submission, launch, or act of courage have you kept pushing into tomorrow? Bring it into the light. Stop calling delay strategy. Stop calling avoidance timing. Stop calling your hesitation wisdom, when the truth is that action has already been requested of you. Because the moment you move, you may discover that the hidden supporter was never far away. They were simply waiting for evidence that you were finally ready to meet the help you had been praying for. Chosen one, pay very close attention, because what I am about to say will change the speed of everything you have been expecting. The hidden supporter is moving, but their arrival is tied to your alignment, your courage, and your willingness to step forward now. Hesitation is the enemy's tactic, designed to keep you waiting, doubting, and second-guessing. Every moment you delay, you allow distraction and fear to occupy the space where momentum should be. But heaven is watching. Heaven is positioning.
Heaven is activating resources you cannot yet see, and those resources are drawn to movement, not hesitation. That is why every small step you take now counts far more than weeks of contemplation or planning. This is the point where action accelerates favor.
Listen carefully, chosen one. There is power in visible obedience. Your faith expressed through action calls in helpers faster than faith that remains silent. When you write the message, when you make the call, when you take the step you have been afraid to take, the hidden supporter recognizes alignment. They see the integrity of your spirit, the seriousness of your commitment, and the readiness of your heart. That recognition is what activates the acceleration that has been quietly waiting for you. Every delay diminishes the speed. Every act of courage increases it, and heaven designed it that way. The help is there, but it is waiting for your movement to make its path visible. Some of you are still waiting for perfect timing, perfect conditions, or perfect confidence. But perfect timing is not waiting for everything to line up. Perfect timing is responding at the moment you are given clarity and letting heaven handle the rest. The hidden supporter is already stepping in, but the closer you align with what you already know you must do, the faster their influence manifests in your life. Chosen one, do not misunderstand. This is not about reckless action. It is about responsive action. It is about responding to the signal that has been repeated in your spirit until ignoring it becomes impossible. That is the movement that draws hidden support closer. Notice how the right help often arrives unexpectedly, in forms that were not obvious. Someone may step into your life quietly, in a way you did not anticipate, and suddenly, doors begin to open that had been closed for months. Someone may provide insight, encouragement, connection, or resources that accelerate your plans. That is why watching your response matters more than watching the source. The person is hidden. The blessing is hidden. But your obedience activates the revelation. Every moment you act in alignment is a signal that heaven and the right supporter cannot ignore. Your hesitation, however, delays the arrival and slows what is already moving toward you. Chosen one, take a moment to examine what you have been avoiding. What steps have you been putting off because of fear, doubt, or waiting for clarity that has already been given? What actions have you postponed that could release momentum if taken today? What conversations, messages, or decisions have been delayed under the guise of caution? Heaven is asking for action, not endless reflection. The supporter is ready, but your readiness must precede their visibility. You must move before everything accelerates into place. Every step forward signals to the right person that the time for assistance is now. And let me remind you, chosen one, that hidden supporters are not always visible because they are strategic. Their impact is designed to arrive at the exact moment your action creates an opportunity for them to be effective. That is why their presence may feel invisible until you take the step you have been resisting. That is why timing matters. That is why movement matters. You cannot wait for the perfect signal to appear externally. You must act on the internal prompt that has already been echoing in your spirit. When you do, what has been hidden is released. What has been delayed is accelerated. What has been quiet becomes active, and the help you have been waiting for arrives faster than you imagined. Chosen one, do you know why it feels like the time is slipping away? Do you feel the urgency rising in your spirit? It's because heaven has already set the stage, and your next move is what determines the speed at which the hidden support comes into full view. This is not a time for hesitation. This is a moment where every second you delay stretches the gap between you and the breakthrough you've been praying for. You must act now, and not because it's easy, but because something is waiting to align with your movement. Heaven is positioning, but your obedience is the trigger. Your next step is the key that opens the door to what's been set aside for you. I need you to hear this clearly, chosen one. The hidden supporter is not just waiting for you to act. They are waiting for you to choose to act. The moment you make a decision to move forward, things will start to happen faster than you can imagine. Heaven is not waiting for perfection. Heaven is waiting for obedience. There is a difference between those who wait for all the conditions to align and those who move the moment they receive a sign. The latter is the one who sees favor multiplied quickly. The ones who move quickly in response to clarity, they are the ones who attract the hidden support that others miss while they wait for everything to feel right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Help is closer than you realize, but it is not going to find you if you keep postponing the movement. It is not going to show up if you keep waiting for everything to align perfectly. Heaven is not in the business of perfect conditions. Heaven is in the business of action, alignment, and acceleration. And when you take action in alignment, acceleration follows. The hidden supporter is ready to come forward, but they need to know you're serious. They need to see that you're moving in the right direction before they can step in with the resources and help you've been praying for. It's time to stop overthinking, stop second-guessing, and stop wondering if this is the right move. You already know. You already feel the stir in your spirit. The hesitation is not your protection. The hesitation is the enemy trying to slow you down. The moment you step forward, the momentum shifts, and everything you've been praying for begins to speed up. Help is closer than you think, but it will only meet you when you choose to act. You are being called to a place of swift movement, chosen one. Don't let doubt rob you of what heaven is trying to release into your life. You've been sitting with it long enough, praying long enough, waiting long enough. Heaven has heard you. Heaven has seen you. Heaven has positioned the supporter, and now it's time for you to act. Don't wait until everything feels perfect. Don't wait until all your questions are answered. Move. Move now. As you move, you will see the hidden support begin to reveal itself, and things will begin to align in ways you never expected. But you must move first. Your step is the key that activates what's already been prepared. Understand this, chosen one. The hidden supporter is not just a person. It is also the divine alignment that accelerates every area of your life. But heaven is not in the business of handing things to you without seeing if you'll respond. You must take the first step. When you do, heaven will meet you halfway. When you move, the supporter moves. When you act, the help arrives. But hesitation will only slow down the progress that is already in motion. Your obedience is the key that unlocks heaven's resources. If you act now, help arrives faster. You've prayed, you've asked, and now it's time to respond. The supporter is ready, they are waiting, and the timing is now. Don't let the enemy convince you that your moment has passed. Not after another round of wondering if this is the right time. This is the right time. And the hidden supporter is waiting for you to move. Chosen one, I know that doubt tries to speak up. I know that fear tries to stop you. But you cannot afford to listen to hesitation in this moment. Do you realize what is at stake? The help you've been praying for is not distant anymore. It is closer than you think. The hidden supporter is ready to step into your life, but they can only do so when you decide to act. The moment you take that first step, things will begin to shift. Doors that were once locked will open. Connections that seemed impossible will come through. The resources you've been waiting for will begin to flow. But only if you act. Only if you make that decision to move forward now. Look at the pattern of your life, chosen one. How many times have you hesitated, only to see the opportunity pass by? How many times has fear held you back, only to have someone else step in and take the chance you should have seized. This is not that season. This is the season where you act, where you move forward, where you stop allowing doubt to paralyze you. Heaven is watching. Heaven is waiting to see if you will take the first step. And if you do, everything you've been asking for will begin to fall into place. The hidden supporter is not invisible to heaven. They are waiting for you to act. Your response is the key. You can't keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect guarantee. The hidden supporter has already been placed where you are. But they will only show up when you start moving, when you start walking toward the path that has already been laid out before you. This is not about waiting for everything to feel perfect. This is about moving in faith, moving in obedience, moving in confidence that help is already on the way. And when you move, when you take action, the hidden supporter will find you. You will see doors open. You will feel the shift in the atmosphere. You will know that everything has started to move faster because you decided to act. Chosen one, heaven is not asking for perfection. Heaven is asking for obedience. Heaven is asking you to stop sitting and waiting for everything to fall into place. You already have everything you need. You have been given the clarity, the calling, the direction. All that is left is for you to move. The moment you step forward, the momentum will pick up. The hidden supporter is not waiting to be discovered. They are waiting to be activated. And that activation happens the moment you move. The moment you make the decision to act, everything begins to line up. But until you act, heaven cannot move heaven's resources into place. The time is now, and heaven is waiting for your move. What are you waiting for, chosen one? Don't wait for more signs. Don't wait for more confirmations. Don't wait for everything to feel easy or comfortable. The hidden supporter is ready to step into your life, but they are waiting for you to move first. Your movement, your decision to act, will open the door for them to come in and make everything move faster. The moment you decide to take the step, heaven will meet you halfway. And everything you've been asking for, everything you've been praying for, will start to move quickly. This is your moment. This is your time. Step forward and watch the hidden supporter find you. Don't wait another moment. Chosen one, listen closely. What happens next is critical. The hidden supporter is not just standing by to watch you fail, but heaven is waiting to see your movement before releasing the favor you've been calling for. You are the missing piece. Heaven is positioning everything for your good, but it requires your participation. When you move, when you step forward in obedience, help will arrive faster than you've imagined. The support is already there, but your action must trigger it. If you act now, you will see the hand of God moving quicker than ever before. This is not the time to second-guess yourself. This is not the time to stay in the comfort zone of waiting. Chosen one, your hesitation is a thief of the very breakthrough you've been crying out for. The longer you wait, the longer you delay the help that's waiting to manifest. Heaven has already assigned the support to your purpose, and the moment you step forward, heaven will release it into your life. But you have to move first. The key is not waiting for the perfect moment or all the conditions to align. It's stepping out in faith, knowing that the help is already positioned to catch you when you fall. Chosen one, you have waited long enough. The time is now. Every moment you hesitate is a moment the hidden supporter is kept waiting. Their resources, their wisdom, their connections, and their help are tied to your response. Your obedience activates their presence in your life. This is not just about doing things when it's convenient. This is about stepping into the moment of divine alignment. This is your moment to stop waiting and start moving.
The longer you stay stuck, the longer you delay what has been prepared for you. But the moment you act, you'll begin to see the acceleration that heaven has been holding back. The hidden supporter is waiting for you to act.
What would happen if you stopped waiting for everything to feel perfect? What if you chose to act with what you have right now? The tools, the connections, the ideas, the dreams. You already have them. Heaven is not waiting for perfection. Heaven is waiting for your obedience. As soon as you step forward, the hidden supporter will show up and begin accelerating everything in your path. This is not the time for hesitation, not the time for fear, not the time for what-ifs. The time for action is now. The moment you act, help comes faster than you realize. Don't wait. Move. If you want the doors to open quickly, you have to step forward with boldness. Heaven is positioning your breakthrough, but your action is what brings it into alignment. Your faith must move. The hidden supporter will not appear unless you take the first step. Don't wait for things to line up perfectly. Step into what you already know to be true, act in faith, and watch everything accelerate. This is the season of divine help, but it's waiting for you to act now. Every moment of hesitation delays the breakthrough you've been asking for, but the moment you move, everything aligns, and the hidden support comes in. Chosen one, the breakthrough is closer than you think. Help is on the way, but it is waiting for you to act. Move now. Don't wait for the right time, because the right time is when you decide to move. God is waiting for your obedience, and when you act, everything else will fall into place. This is your moment. The hidden supporter is stepping in, but they need you to act first. Move now, and watch help arrive faster than you've ever expected. The time is now. The help is waiting. Don't miss it.